Yo guys, what's going on and welcome back to a Rainbow Six Siege video, and today, as you've seen by the title, this is going to be how to play like a champion within Rainbow Six Siege. Now this is literally based off other champion players which I've managed to speak to through Twitter, Discord and over on Xbox. I know a few of them because a few fans are actually champion ranked and I literally just spoke to them, so these are their tips and I make a video on it. So I don't play this at all myself, I rarely do play Rainbow Six Siege. However, I thought it was kind of an interesting video because I read about it. My brother also does play a lot and he's around the platinum to diamond level, and there's kind of a massive step increase. If you are at that platinum to diamond level, there's a massive increase on what you have to do. But apart from that guys, before we do get into the video today, make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and apart from that, let's get straight into the video. So the first actual step to becoming a champion, or even if you are a champion already, is literally THunt. Every time they do, before they play a ranked, anything like that, they warm up in THunt straight away just to get their aim going, because there's no point going into ranked where other champion players are going to be ridiculously good. You need to warm up the aim, and that is a massive thing that they've all said is THunt, quick match. So they normally go to THunt for like 1 or 2 games, go into quick match for like 1 or 2 games, and then go into ranked. So there's a massive difference, whereas if you're like a gold to platinum, you normally just jump on with your friends, you just go straight into a ranked game, maybe one casual beforehand, but apart from that, you rarely ever practice that much. And that's the difference between a champion and obviously being a platinum or gold. You literally do not practice. With champions, you have to practice all the time, making sure your aim is warmed up, stuff like that, and making sure everything is proper good. Now this isn't literally just going to be a normal game mode at all. This is going to probably be unrealistic and literally just making sure the aim is right. I'm sure if they get shot once or twice, some of them have said if they do get shot once or twice, they literally restart the terrorist hunt again until they can manage a full terrorist hunt without being shot at all. That is a massive thing when it does come to it, because especially in realistic, they're all over you. Now the next actual tip they did said is strats. Now this is more about your team, and they did say if you are going to be champion, you need to be having a really good consistent team to be with you, because the solo queue to champion is pretty much impossible unless you're glitching your way there. So what they do is they go onto all of the maps using their team and they go over strats, if it's on defense, if it's on attack, and literally just try different ways and different methods to actually get into the pace, or just look around for hiding spots, angles, everything like that. So they might do like a 3 and 2, so there might be 3 defenders. They might even go against another little squad who they know, or friends, stuff like that, just so they kind of know, and trying out different ways on strats so they can see what does work in a game. Because when you're at the level of champion, to risk stuff is very, very risky. Whereas you risk stuff when you're at platinum or gold level, then it's kind of not as bad when you think about it, because sometimes you can put it off. But if you try to risk stuff in champion, most of the time the other champion players against the other team are going to be knowing what you're going to be doing, or they literally are going to be so expected, and it's so hard when you do go to risk something because it's all over the place and you need to make sure everything is perfect. Now if you don't know how to actually do strats, then literally a good way to do it could either be on THunt, literally do where you spawn, or you can go over to quick match like I said, and you can obviously go on casual, or you can go into custom game modes with your friends, find out different ways to breach. Say for instance if it's like a bandit and you haven't got stuff that you can actually get rid of the bandit to go above, shoot at the bandits, stuff like that, just little ways. Even YouTube videos do really help, and some said go into YouTube because there's so many people on there actually do help as well. Now the third tip, it does come into 2 kind of ways. It is based on their operator and how they are going to be playing, so this can be sort of strats as well. Now operators, like I said, is a huge thing, so you need to make sure when you're obviously operating this, comes to your strats, you need to make sure how many roamers you do have, how many people you have staying objective, covering the bombs, stuff like that. And a lot of them have said they always do have a camera operator, as the kind of main cameras always do get shot, and they obviously do find different ways such as Valkyrie cameras, if it's a maestro, stuff like that, just to make sure they cover all angles of that bomb area they are covering and defending. Now that's mainly for defense. If they are on attack, obviously you do have drones, but they always do have some sort of person to get rid of gadgets, and they always seem to have a thermite head banner, or even if it is an ace. Now sometimes that isn't the case, because obviously there's some rooms where you don't really need one, you can literally just breach through, but the majority of the time you do need one of those reinforced people to actually get rid of those reinforcements, and yeah, that is just how it is. However, each person that I spoke to in a champion and each team have all said it really does depend on the actual team and how you do play, so don't just force your operators around them. Just play around, have a try, different operators, see how they do, and yeah, that is a massive tip when you do think about it, because what operator does work for you, and just work around that and your team. Sometimes in your team you are going to be able to play an operator that you might not be as confident in, but it's always good because you practice for all operators. So if you do have to take an operator you're not good at, then if you've practiced them before, you've got some skill behind it, and gradually across your team you'll be really good with all operators when it does come to it. And then one of the final things is going to be communication. They all said they all go through maps, they all say about rooms and what rooms, so when they're labeling it out and saying where people are, they know exactly where they're going to be. So I know it seems a bit basic, but tell us, that is a basic room. They might have different actual call-outs, so they might say like yellow stairs, second floor, stuff like that, but they can be basic, they can be literally so far extreme so they understand. So when they say something, they know exactly where they are, and that is to do with the strats and when they're going around, stuff like that. And communication is really doing be important, especially when it's like a 1v5. Make sure everyone's quiet. If you've got really big key knowledge on cameras, stuff like that, they always do that, and they never actually mark out their operators to give away their spots. They just describe where they are, and that is the same thing with communication. They tell where the person are so they can actually know where they're going to be, and they obviously don't have to scan it and get rid of those cameras they have put down. Now guys, those are the basic tips. If you do want me to do some more about it and more in depth and actually get a champion player to come into the video, I'm more than happy to do it. So yeah, make sure to leave a like. If you did enjoy this, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and perhaps I might do like a settings thing or little tips and tricks when you are playing as well, just so you can get better at the game and become champion. But apart from that guys, do not forget, this isn't my tips, these are tips champions have given me. But apart from that guys, until next time, see ya.
A bomb has been located by Op 4.